Hi, Celeste Cuffey here of Life Empower Consulting Services, where our mission is to reach, empower, and motivate others to access and utilize their God-given talents and skills, building better families, companies, and communities worldwide. Thank you so much for joining me on today for our few moments of living life empowered. Well, I am particularly grateful for this time that you're going to share with me on today, but I also want to just preface that this just might be an uncomfortable conversation. And so I wanted to make you aware of that before we go down the rabbit hole. This may be uncomfortable. However, if you take the challenge and listen to the entire podcast, I guarantee you that it will not be uncomfortable at the end. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty positive that you will actually agree with what I'm getting ready to share with you on today. So the topic that I want to share with you and discuss with you today is this very simple statement: passion is not enough. I'll give you a moment to take that in because I want you to make sure that you take it in, feel how you feel about it, so that we can go on through the process of discussing it. Passion is not enough. Now, when you think of passion, I'm particularly critical with this word right now because I hear it so much, and I too use the word, but I believe that it's important that we use our words in its proper context. And when we're trying to figure out what our purpose is, what do we want to do when we grow up, what's the next phase of our life, typically the next question or the first question that we get either from others or sometimes we even ask ourselves is this: what is your passion? I am in full support of being passionate about things. I am full support of being passionate, just as I am about leadership, about development, about coaching. I'm very passionate about those things. However, passion is not enough. And I want to make sure that we have that conversation. When you are looking to achieve something, when you are looking to accomplish a task, you have to have more than passion. There are a few things specifically that you need to have that I want to share with you. And this is important because passion is an emotion, just like joy is an emotion, just like anger is an emotion, just like frustration is an emotion. Those are all things, and those can all be drivers to achieve things and to accomplish things. But what happens when you're not feeling any sort of way about something? What happens when you're not feeling any particular kind of way about being a business owner? Or what if you just feel like you're tired of being a business owner? What if you just feel like you're tired of working in corporate America? Or what if you feel like you're just tired of raising your children? If you're just tired of taking care of your family? Those are also emotions. But having those emotions, they do not shun our responsibility to what we've said we are going to be stewards over. So the first thing that you need, I would say along with your passion, but also in spite of your passion, is self-discipline. There are some things that you just have to do when you feel like it and when you don't. This is not an emotional decision. Feeding your children is not an emotional decision, especially if they can't fend for themselves. Getting up and going to work is not an emotional decision, especially if you need a paycheck to pay your bills. Running a business is not an emotional decision, especially when you know that that is your livelihood and if that is what you've been called to do. This is not emotions. This is self-discipline. This is not about passion. We've moved past the passion and now we're moving into action. That's what we're talking about. So the very first thing is self-discipline. The second thing that you need is perseverance. The perseverance is what stabilizes you when you feel like it and when you don't. Perseverance is the thing that tells you to keep going, especially when you are in an undesirable state. We all have good days and bad days. We all have good days and bad days. Good days on our jobs, good days in our homes, good days in our churches, good days in our careers, and then we also have bad days in those very same places. But it is the perseverance that stabilizes us and keeps us moving forward. So we need our self-discipline. We need our perseverance. And we also need focus. How can you meet a goal if you don't know what you're aiming towards? How can you achieve a goal and you don't know what you're aiming towards? What is the end result? What do you think? What do you hope? What are your desires? What are you going to achieve after this, at the end of this? What is your goal? And so when you start to ask yourself that question, then you can kind of you can begin to peel back the onion and see what you have to do to accomplish those goals and leverage your self-discipline, leverage your perseverance to help you get there. The other thing is that you have to have activities towards your goals. It makes no sense for me to tell you or to tell anyone that I want to be a public speaker, but I haven't learned any public speaking strategies. And I haven't went out and looked for opportunities to speak, that I haven't in the comfort or the uncomfort of my own home practice speaking strategies, read up on it, learned, developed the craft. It doesn't matter what I say if I've not began to build goals and actually implement activities that would help me meet those goals. And so again, I just wanted to take these few moments with you and say that passion is not enough. I want you to be passionate, but I want you to put some action behind what you're passionate about, because it doesn't matter if you're passionate if there's no action. It doesn't matter if you're passionate if there are no skills, no goals, no perseverance, no self-discipline. Those things, if those are missing, you can be passionate all you want. You can't get in a car. Well, actually, you can't. You can't get in a car and just drive down the street and think it's going to take you to your destination if you're not steering the wheel. And so, are you behind the steering wheel of your life? Are you aiming at something? Do you have specific goals in mind? And what are you doing to work towards those goals? Are you going in the right direction, or have you stopped moving altogether? These are the questions that we have to ask ourselves if we're going to achieve our goals. And so as we're preparing for the end of this year and as we're preparing for the beginning of next year, I just wanted to have a few moments with you to share with you that passion is not enough. But what you do need, along with your passion, your action, is your self-discipline, your perseverance, your activities towards your goal, your focus. And one more thing, you have to believe it yourself. You have to believe that you are capable of achieving the goals. So I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much for your time, and do remember to live life empowered. Have a good day. Goodbye.